Hi, I'm Betsy Baldwin from the Jamestown Historical Society. We're a nonprofit organization that's very active. We have about 500 members, and hundreds more attend our events and visit our historic sites every year. With no paid staff, we rely on about 150 wonderful volunteers who act as docents, write articles, mount exhibits, plan and staff events, take care of our buildings and grounds, and maintain our collection, which is ever growing, of about 48,000 items related to Jamestown history. Membership fees, grants, and our generous donors provide funding for our operations. We sponsor speakers, outings to historic sites, and well-attended fundraising events, including a gala evening at the Windmill and an annual tour of 3 or 4 historic island residences. During COVID, we held a farm tour to keep people outside and safe. A highly successful event was our cemetery tour, Stories in Stone. Costumed volunteers told the story of 8 past residents, a lighthouse keeper, ferryman, teacher, temperance activists, farmers, and descendants of former enslaved Black and Indigenous people. The JHS was founded in 1912 to restore the Jamestown Windmill. During the Revolutionary War, the landowner where an old windmill was located sided with the British. At the end of the war, he fled Rhode Island and the state confiscated his property. In 1787, the state granted Jamestown a half-acre of the land for a new windmill. It was built at once and operated until 1896. The windmill filled a critical role in the early agricultural community of 500 people, milling grain, primarily corn, for home consumption and the growing commercial market in Newport. Free and enslaved labor worked for farmers to grow the grain. Enslaved Black and Indigenous peoples comprised 1/3 of Jamestown's population at one time and were essential to Jamestown's economy. The windmill is a 3-story octagonal structure with a domed cap or bonnet. The bonnet can be rotated to turn the sails toward the wind. Visitors can climb to the bonnet to see the machinery that turns the millstone. The views of the bay and the bridge are spectacular from the top. Signage and displays explain the history and technology of the mill, and our docents can answer questions. Our website has a free booklet you can download. The windmill is open every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday from 1 to 4 from late May through mid-October, and it's free. Windmill Day happens one Saturday each July when we raise the sailcloths, and if there's enough wind, the arms turn and internal machinery goes into motion. There are tours of the windmill and the nearby Friends Meeting House. We have live music, an art table, old-fashioned games, and refreshments. In 2022, we had an art installation of thousands of crocheted poppies. In 2023, we mowed a labyrinth into the grass. It's great fun for the whole family. Admission is free and all are welcome. Most early Jamestown residents of European ancestry were Quakers or Friends. In 1734, they moved an original 1710 meeting house from further north on the island to a site adjacent to the windmill. During the Revolutionary War, most Quakers left the island. The British used the meeting house, probably as a hospital. It was destroyed when they left. In 1786, the congregation built the current building at the same time as the windmill. It's a simple, unornamented shingle building. The Quaker community, whose membership waxed and waned over the years, transferred ownership of the meeting house to the JHS in 1997, with the provision that the building would be open for the Connecticut meeting to worship during the summers. They meet Sundays at 10:30 from May to October. The JHS maintains the building and occasionally opens it for tours as well. In 1776, after the Revolutionary War broke out, the Rhode Island General Assembly ordered Major General Babcock to build the Connecticut Battery, or fort. The original fortification was probably a simple crescent-shaped earthwork designed to house and protect 6 to 8 heavy cannon and their men. The British captured the fort in December 76, and occupied it until October 1779. They rebuilt the battery in the shape seen today. In 1780, after the British left, the French occupied the site. In the 1800s, it was farmland. The town now owns the 22-acre Connecticut Battery Historic Park. The JHS works for the town to maintain its historic elements. It's open to the public year-round from dawn to dusk. Every few years we hold Battery Day and commemorate the British, French, and U.S. occupiers of the fortification. Costume reenactors and muskets and artillery, the Jamestown Community Band, our local veterans, and the Scouts all participate in this colorful day. It's free and open to the public. Lose a cow or a sheep? Townspeople corralled stray farm animals into a stone wall pound for retrieval by their owners for a fee. The current 40 by 40 foot pound on North Road was built in 1861 using stones left from a previous pound built in 1770. The Scouts restored it for the JHS. It's one of the best preserved of the 11 pounds remaining in Rhode Island. The JHS Museum on Narragansett Avenue occupies a one-room primary schoolhouse built in 1885 at another site. It was moved to the current location and served as the town library beginning in 1898. In 1971, when the current library was built, the JHS signed a long-term lease with the town to use it as a museum. The JHS refurbished the building inside and out, adding a handicap ramp, insulation, and new HVAC. Each spring, the JHS presents a new exhibit in the museum for the summer. In 2023, we mounted an exhibit about the Jamestown ferries. In 2024, the exhibit covers Jamestown's businesses and the changing economy over the years. The museum is also open, as is the windmill, at no charge from 1 to 4 on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays from late May through mid-October. The museum sells books on Jamestown history written by several of our members and other items in our museum store inside the museum. We hope you'll all come visit. When the town built the new town hall in 2007, the JHS signed a long-term lease on a section of the basement for a climate-controlled, secure vault to store our ever-growing collection of Jamestown-related documents, photos, art, textiles, and other fragile items. Vaultarians use workspace and computers outside the vault to enter data into our online database that's available for search on our website. They also do research and answer questions about Jamestown history. For more about our programs, exhibits, outings, events, our sites, and our large collection, go to the website, jamestownhistoricalsociety.org. We invite everyone to stop by and visit the museum, the battery, the windmill, and the pound.